Hey guys, what is up? I'm just going to give you my predictions for this week of the NFL season. I believe it is week 9. Yeah, I think so. We got another stinker on Thursday Night Football. I mean, it'd be hilarious if the Texans came out here and shocked the Eagles, but I don't think it's going to happen. If you watch my other video on why the Eagles are as good as they are, you'll know that this is not what I was talking about when I said teams that could possibly beat them. We got the Eagles over the Texans on Thursday night. Amazon got the short end of the deal when they got this year's games. My goodness, they're terrible. After that, so I'm picking the Eagles, obviously. Then after that, Chargers versus the Falcons. See, this is one the Chargers should win. The Falcons' defense has actually been solid recently, and their offense can run the ball, which is what the Chargers are struggling with stopping. So this is one the Falcons could come in and upset, especially now that they're in the lead of their division. I'm going to pick the Chargers, though. Justin Herbert. That's pretty much all. I mean, there's not really a whole lot for me to say for me to be like, this is why they'll win. I mean, the Chargers do have Joey Bosa. Is he back yet? No, I don't think he is, actually. I think he's done. They have Khalil Mack, at least, and I don't think Mariota can keep up with Justin Herbert as long as he keeps dealing, and that run game can't keep him in the game the whole time. So I'm picking the Chargers. Dolphins at Bears. This is a game. Justin Fields, if you want the haters to take you seriously, go out and beat the Dolphins. I know it's not an easy game, especially now that they have Bradley Chubb. But if you go out and beat the Dolphins and play well, I don't know how people can't take you seriously. Now, so far, Justin Fields has been okay the past 2 weeks. He's done some really good things. The offense suits him a lot better. I feel like everyone is jumping on the bandwagon a little bit too soon. But then again, I was late on the Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson bandwagon. I thought Lamar Jackson would be good. I just didn't think it would happen as early as it did. I didn't like Deshaun Watson coming out. And Justin Fields, I think he's going to be good. I just don't know if he's as good as people think he already is. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone forgets the first 5 weeks of the season when they were trashing him, and they don't remember the last 2. But I'm picking the Dolphins in this one. Those receivers are too good, too talented to lose to the Bears, especially after trading Roquan and Robert Quinn. Raiders at Jaguars. This one, if Raiders have any chance of making the playoffs, they have to win this one. I mean, same for the Jaguars, but I think that ship's already sailed. Stupid team, poverty franchise. I'm picking the Raiders to win this because Jaguars, they haven't shown me that they can win a close game, and honestly, I think this is going to be a close game. And I'm not picking the Jags until they show me that they can win those kind of games. So I'm picking the Raiders to win this one. If the Raiders lose, is there a chance Josh McDaniels gets fired after this year? I think that's an interesting conversation. If it was me, I would hold on to him for another year. But honestly, I'm a little disappointed with how his offense has been. Panthers at Bengals. This should be the Bengals game easily. But as you can see from the Monday night game, defensive lines can really give the Bengals offense fits. And Brian Burns is a good pass rusher. So I think this is a game that will be closer than people anticipate. Unless the Bengals have an offensive explosion like they did against the Falcons. But I don't think that'll happen because the Panthers' defense is better than the Falcons, in my opinion. So I'm picking the Bengals. Packers versus Lions. We kind of see the Lions' offense coming back. But then they go and trade TJ Hawkinson. I don't get that. He's the epitome of what Dan Campbell wants. Dan Campbell was a tight end when he played. I don't know how you trade TJ Hawkinson, a guy that is not just the pretty boy tight end that only catches passes. That man was one of the best blocking tight ends in the league, too. Now, I know the play against DeMarcus Lawrence didn't look too good. But still, I mean, besides that, he's a great blocking and receiving tight end. I'm going with the Packers here. They can get back on track now. Colts at Patriots. This is an interesting game. I'm picking the Patriots. I picked them last week to beat the Jets, and they did. I think they can do the same thing they did to Zach Wilson to Sam Ellinger. Bill Belichick's defenses just have not been kind to younger quarterbacks. And I think you'll see that with Sam Ellinger. And the Colts, I think, will regret already announcing that they're benching Matt Ryan for the season. And, so Patriots. Jets at the Bills. I'm sorry, Bills at the Jets. Picking the Bills in this one. A lot of people are hating on Zach Wilson. Listen, if you watch the throws, he did some really good things last week against the Patriots. Had some really incredible throws. But then he had dumb mistakes. It looked like 2 passes he was trying to throw away but didn't get out of bounds. I don't know how that happened. They just looked boneheaded plays. And then the other one, he just overthrew James Robinson. It was picked off. Those things happen. I'm not really concerned about last week. He's got to be smarter with the ball. But I think those are all fixable. As long as he's not getting frantic in the pocket, which I will say, that offensive line is not playing well. He kept having to leave the pocket. Some of them, he didn't have to, and he just did. And that's his fault. But some of them, he's extending the play as best he can. But I'm picking the Jets to win this one. Vikings at Commanders. Picking the Vikings. Commanders with Taylor Heineke have been revived. Love Taylor Heineke. Love the guy. Happy to see him winning games, but I'm picking the Vikings. I think they're better. Seahawks at Cardinals. Also, let me go back to Vikings. Do we realize they're 6-1? Do we know that? Like, they're a good team in the NFC. They've already gotten beat by the Eagles, and that's their one loss. So hopefully they don't have to go through them again in the playoffs. But they're an actual good team. Anyway, Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks are everyone's darlings, and I think I'm picking the Cardinals to win this one. I think DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray can upset the Seahawks right now, who are high on themselves, and everyone else is high on them too. Geno Smith is playing incredible. True, I don't know where this came from. I really don't get it. You hear of all these quarterbacks like Andy Dalton when he was... Who was he with? When he was with the Cowboys even. Like, there's always these veterans who they get another shot, and it's just like, well, they've learned a lot from their time when they were behind someone, benched behind someone, and it never works out. Well, it's worked out with Geno Smith. I really don't understand how, but it has. But I'm picking the Cardinals. I think this is just an upset type of game. Rams at Buccaneers. I'm gonna be picking the. This is a tough one, especially after losing Shaq Barrett for the year. These are the 2 teams I thought would be the best in the NFC, and I'm disappointed in them both. This is a close game. Oh man, I'm picking the Buccaneers. Picking the Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady bounces back. Not really much that has shown me. I mean, not bounce back for Tom Brady, but the Buccaneers, because it's not Tom Brady's fault. I think we all know that. He's got no help. His receivers are dropping balls, and it's just not looking good, so I'm picking the Buccaneers. Titans at Chiefs. Picking the Chiefs. That offense is just too good. Titans, this would be a Titans game where they just win it somehow. I don't understand how, but, I mean, dude, Titans are missing A.J. Brown, their offense. I know we can see that especially now with him going off on the Eagles, but they really miss that big body receiver for those quick slants and stuff for the Titans. With that being said, Ryan Tannehill's not playing terrible, and Malik Willis managed the game last week to get the win. But either way, whoever starts, I'm picking the Chiefs. That offense is just too good. Ravens at Saints. This is one I've said before that I think the Saints defense is built to stop structured offenses, not explosive ones, if that makes sense to you. When I say explosive, I'm talking about the Chiefs, talking about the Bills. When I say structured, I'm talking more the Bengals. What's another structured offense? I'd say the Chargers are more structured, where the Chargers could be explosive, but for some reason, offensive coordinator doesn't really want to go that route. The Buccaneers are a structured offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have explosive playmakers for deep balls and stuff. They're more like death by 1,000 paper cuts. And that's what the Saints defense is built for, in my opinion, when you watch them. And I think the Ravens, as a running team, I think it's very interesting. The Saints could go in and win this game because I think their offense looks incredibly better. Not incredibly better, but just way better with Andy Dalton than it does with Jameis Winston. That being said, I'm taking my boy Lamar Jackson. He's too good, and I think this is a game that they kind of have to win to really stay on top for their division, because the Browns are kind of coming up. I know they're still behind, and the Bengals are behind, but if the Ravens want to win this division, they got to win these types of games. So that's my picks for this week. We got 6 teams on the bye week, so it feels like less teams, but yeah. So that's my picks. Talk to you guys later.